Let's make this cute little hot cocoa mug. The supplies that you're going to need are just a scrap piece of paper that's just to fill in some space, some white Elmer's glue, puffy silver glitter paint, miniature pom-poms for the marshmallows, and then Model Magic clay. So I'm using red for the candy cane, this brown or earth tone I think is the color for the cocoa. The aquamarine is for the mug. You can use whatever color you'd like. And then white for the other part of the candy cane. So we're going to start with the mug, and we're going to make like a cylinder shape. And then I'm just going to take off a little piece for the handle, and I'll shape that later. So I'm just going to shape it into like a cylinder shape. So it's going to be round on the sides and then flat on the top and the bottom. And then I'm just going to poke a little hole on the top, and I'm not going too far down. It's just to make an opening for your hot cocoa. I'm just going to smooth it out. And now we'll add the handle. So I'm just going to make a little snake shape and then curve it, and then we'll just keep testing to see how big. And just so you know, the Model Magic clay is going to stick to itself. So just be careful whenever you're kind of testing things out. If you stick it, it'll stick to the side. And then go ahead and attach your handle. And at any point during this process, you can let things dry. I went ahead and did everything just all at once, so it's up to you. And then with my scrap piece of paper, I'm just going to take a little tiny piece and scrunch it up, and then I'm going to put it inside my mug so that I'm not having to use a ton of clay. Next up, I'm going to make the candy cane. So I'm going to take the tiniest bit of red and the tiniest bit of white. And I'm going to make little snakes, and then I'm going to roll them together. So I have two little snakes, and then I'm just going to spiral them together, twist them up to make a candy cane. Once you get that spiral shape, you can go ahead and bend the top, and then you have your finished little cute candy cane. And then I'm going to set it into the side of the mug, right up against the edge. Next up, we'll make our hot cocoa. And then I'll make a little disc shape, and it will have a cutout on the side so that the candy cane can fit through it. And then it can also cover up that scrap paper. And so at this point, you can let your mug completely dry overnight, and then you can glue in your pom-poms for your marshmallows. I'm just doing little tiny dots all around the mug where I'd like my marshmallows to be placed. And then I'm going to add a pom-pom to each of those glue dots. And this, like I said before, this might be easier if everything's dry, but I'm just going to add my little snowflake with my glitter glue on the side of my mug. And this step is of course optional, or you can do a message, you can do any sort of design that you like. So I just did a little test to make sure there wasn't any big air bubbles. And then I'm just gonna go nice and slow, even pressure on that glitter glue to make my snowflake shape. And there's your final mug.